Well, hello. This is Dr. Dave Gatros, and we're on assignment number 4. This is the test we're going to do on assignment number 4. It's a bright, early Wednesday morning when we're doing this. I hope you're having a good day. Um, in testing assignment number 4, we don't have to test everything we're doing or every possible input. We just have to exercise our program to have a high degree of confidence that it works, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The test is going to involve 6 steps, and it should be one run of your program. The screen that you have up right now should show you that these are the comments that I have for my program. Every comment that I have, or every function that I have, has these block style comments above it, including the copyright at the bottom, and if I obtained any code from a source other than my own original ideas, I actually put that here in the comments also. It's been compiled, it compiles clean, and now we're going to run it. We're going to start with test number 1. I'm going to start with that debugging. You'll notice that it comes up with a grid with the positions marked in it where you're supposed to enter. And the first test is to test to see if we can enter in a single alphabetic character, 1 through 9, or a single character 1 through 9, and it detects that it's done invalidly. So I'm going to enter in an A. And it says, no, that's not right. Or an R. Anything other than 1 through 9 should detect. So that's test number 1. Test number 2, I'm going to test 2 things. I'm going to test if I can detect a row win, and I'm going to test to see if X wins. So let's enter in a 1 for an X, a 4 for an O, 2 for an X, an 8 for an O, and then a 3 for an X, and it should, X wins. Very good. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do 3 tests. We're going to test to see if a column wins. We're going to test to see if an O wins. We're also going to test to see if our continue works properly, if it detects if we've entered in the right response for that. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to enter in a 1 for an X, 2 for an O. Oops. Yeah, we've already tested that. Yes, a 1 for an X, 2 for an O, 3 for an X, 7, or actually a 5 for an O, okay, a 7 for an X, and an 8 for an O. So there's our column ones. Now, we've already done this. I put an invalid response. Let me put G. This is not invalid response. Let's try it again. So we've tested our column win, we've tested whether we can detect an O win, and we've also checked to see if we've got an invalid continue response in there. So we're going to say yes, we want to continue. You'll also notice too that my response to play again will detect either an upper or lowercase y or n. So test number 4 now is we're going to test a diagonal. It doesn't matter whether it's an X or an O. We're also going to check to see if it detects a space that is occupied. So let's go ahead and do that. I enter in a 1 for an X, and a 2 for an O, a 3 for an X. And now here I'm going to go ahead and check to see if it detects an invalid position. I'm going to go ahead and type in 1 again. It should tell me, oh, that position's occupied. You need to enter something else. So I'm going to enter in a 4 for an O. It's still expecting an O. Remember that an invalid response like that doesn't automatically skip to the next input character. You have to be very careful about that. So 4 is for an O, 5 for an X, a 6 for an O, a 7 for an X. And there's our diagonal win. Do we want to continue? Yes, we do. Now we're going to do a tie. We're going to test a tie, and that's the only thing we're going to do in this particular situation. We're going to test a tie. I've got actually 2 ties I've mapped out here. I'm going to pick one of them. You don't have to do both. 1 for an X, a 2 for an O, 3 for an X, a 5 for an O, a 4 for an X, a 6 for an O, an 8 for an X, a 7 for an O, and a 9 for an X. There is a tie right there. So it detects a tie. So test 1, testing to see if we've got an invalid input other than 1 through 9. Test 2, a row win and an X win. Test 3, a column win, an O win, and to test to see if we've got an invalid continue or not. Test 5 is a diagonal win and an O win, X win in this particular case, and whether a square is occupied. Test 5 is a tie, and then test 6, our last one, can we stop the program? We say no. Okay, our program is stopped. Alright, that is the test for assignment number 4. I'll present this in class, but run this as many times as you think you need to test your program. You can add a few if you want to, but this should be a pretty good test. Have a good day. We'll see you in class.